Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Auburn Tigers offense will have the football first. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back to get the yardage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They get to him as he throws. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let it.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Gamecocks are threatening on first and goal. Barrels ahead. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the D denied him on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. After the run, now to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Here comes the offense on second down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just a little off. Incomplete. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Auburn offense. Trying the left side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're testing the right side here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He wants to change this route. Shotgun snap on third down. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. Auburn lines up quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 2nd down coming up. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hauls it in. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not thinking about the first.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting there.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking deep. Got him downfield. Speeding down the left side. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle. And offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Flips it out to the back. Absolutely no a third down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum.
There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. They're going back to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. Counting on the Jets. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in.
Got it! Touchdown, South Carolina! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Gets the back moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some...
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He'll do it himself. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Trying to slam it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That screen just never got set up, and they're lucky they didn't turn it over. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. There's the pressure. They've got the play modeled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Turning it on! Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on their great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the do stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Pulls it in. It's Reese. Breaks into the open. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He's got him. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Pressure coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks.